What is going on, everybody? In today's video, I am going to be reacting to the Madden 24 player ratings. Before we start, I want to say a couple things. One, yes, I'm a little sick, so I sound congested. Two, thank you all for the birthday wishes yesterday. I know I can't get to everybody who wished me one, but I tried to like all the tweets and everything. Thank you guys, it meant a lot. And three, we got a couple of quick plugs before we hop right into the video. So don't forget to use code WyattzWorld on G Fuel or Prize Picks. It'll save you a discount on any G Fuel products or match up to $100 of your first deposit. This is the new fruit stripe gum flavor. I'm very excited to try it, but I want to wait till I feel better, so it'll probably be a couple days, but it's here. Anyway, that's all I got. Let's get into reacting to the Madden 24 player ratings. Alright, so here we are at the official player ratings website from EA Sports themselves. We will break this down by categories, and we are going to start with the quarterbacks. I'm not sure I'm going to do every category today, but we'll do every category that I believe people will truly want to see. I think we'll just kind of go down the list player by player, and when I see a mistake, I'll correct it. However, best quarterback in the game is Mahomes at a 99. That is obviously fine. Second best in the game is Joe Burrow at a 95. That's fine. Third best is Josh Allen at 94. That's fine. A lot of people are going to expect me to be upset with that. I get it. I 100% get it. Any Bills fan that doesn't get it's just, don't listen to them. They're 10. Then the fourth quarterback in the game is actually Lamar at a 91. That I'm sorry. I know I'm going to get shit for it, but I think that's just too high, man. I think that maybe it's not too high, but Jalen Hurts should be above him. Herbert should probably be above him. Rodgers, we'll talk about that in a minute, but like he should probably be above him. Anyway, it is what it is. Not a terrible rating, I guess. Then we got Jalen Hurts at an 88. I think that's low. That should probably be, like I previously said, 92, 93 overall. Dak Prescott at an 87. Honestly, people are going to be upset about that. I think it's fair. Justin Herbert at an 87. That's a little bit low. Charger fans have a right to be slightly disgusted. Rodgers at an 86. That, honestly, as much as I hate the guy, as much as I'm sick of him, that seems like a little bit too much of a drop. We got Kirk at 84. I know a lot of people will love that. I obviously don't. I think he deserves like an 88 or 89. Tua at an 83. He should be like an 85 or an 86. Now moving on to page 2, we got Trevor Lawrence at an 82 overall. That's disgusting for me. I think he should be like an 87 or an 88, but bare minimum an 85. Geno at an 81. That's too low. Goff at an 80. That makes me want to puke. I don't know why he can't be a mid-80. He's not a bad quarterback. Kyler at a 79. I love that. Derek Carr at a 78. That's too low. I don't know why they hate him, but I mean, whatever. Watson at a 78 is actually fine. Jimmy G at a 77 is fine. Russ at a 77. That's too low for me as well. I think he's at least still an 84 or an 85. Fields 76. That's fine. Tannehill 76. That's honestly probably slightly too low, but not terrible. Now we're on to page 3. We got Daniel Jones at a 75. That's probably too low. He should at least be in the 80s, as well as Stafford. I think 75 is a bit egregious. Bryce Young at a 74 is cool. Mack at a 74 is cool. Purdy at a 73 is cool. Stroud at a 73 is cool. Pickett at a 73 is cool. Andy, Baker, and Jacoby all at 72. That's fine with me. So what do you guys think of the quarterbacks before we move on? Do you think they're fair or do you think they're unfair? Personally, I think they're definitely a little bit off. All right, now we're going to move on to the running backs. So, starting off with the best in the game, we got Nick Chubb at a 97. If you guys have seen my TikToks on it, you would have already seen, I think, the top 10. But I think Nick deserves the spot of the best, but I think he deserves a 99 overall as well. Anyway, Christian McCaffrey at a 96 is cool. Jacobs at a 95 is cool. Then we got Henry at a 94, and it makes zero sense. The guy threw up 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns and drops like 3 ratings. Like, what? Anyway, Saquon at 93 is cool. Eckler at 89 is dumb. They will not give him a 90. They hate him. JT at an 89. I knew they were going to do that. He's much better than that. I think he should still be a 90. Aaron Jones at an 88 is also silly. Tony P at an 88. I like that rating. I thought they were going to screw him over a lot worse. It's actually pretty fair. And then Mixon at an 87, I can live with that. All right, page 2, Kenneth Walker, 87 already. I'm not gonna lie, Seahawks fans, this is me being just honest, I think that's a little bit overrated for right now when it comes to Madden. I think he's great, but I just don't think I've ever seen a running back explode that fast. Next up, we got Kamara at an 86, and that's okay. Miles Sanders at an 86, that's fine. Cordero Patterson at an 85. The rating isn't brutal, but the people he's above is. Jamal Williams at an 85 is ridiculously high, dude. ETN at an 84 is ridiculously low. I think he should be about where Kenneth Walker is, honestly. Damian Pierce at an 83. I mean, That's honestly fair. Najee at an 83, that's fine if you're asking me. Steeler fans are gonna hate it though. Brees at an 82, that's fine. David Montgomery at an 82, that's fine. And now we're on to page 3, and we'll probably just do 3 pages for each category because I am unfortunately on a time crunch today, but not too bad yet. Anyway, Javonte Williams at an 82, that's fine. Bijan at an 81, that might be slightly high for a rookie, but I'm cool with it. Cam Akers at an 81, people are gonna hate it. I think it's fair. D Swift at an 81, that's too low. I think he's an 86. Singletary at an 80 is cool. Elijah Mitchell at an 80, a little bit underrated. I think he's like an 82. Pacheco at an 80 is fine. Stevenson at an 80, like what the fuck? He should be a 90 overall, honestly, 88. And then we got Brian Robinson Jr. at a 79 and Damian Harris at a 79. I think Robinson's fine. Harris is a little bit underrated too. However, running backs as a whole, they're not as bad as the quarterbacks. At least that's what I think. The first page was rough, but 2 and 3, they weren't all that bad. All right, guys, so now we're going to do wide receivers, and we're going to do like 5 pages, so I'm going to have to go at rapid speed. However, before we do that super fast, I want to show you guys something that I just found, and I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it might be a little bit suspicious. So when looking at the running backs, I couldn't find Zeke. And when I search for him, it says no player found. So I'm like, oh, the search bar is broken, right? Type in Nick Chubb, bam, he pops right up there. So either Zeke is so offended by his rating, he said, take me out of the game, or it's a bug. I don't know. Anywho, back to receivers. We got Justin Jefferson at number 1 in the game, 99 overall. Obviously, that is good. Then we got Tyreek at 98. That is good. Devontae Adams at 97. That is good. Cooper Kupp at 96. That is good. Diggs at 96. That is good. Jamar Chase at 94. Slightly underrated. DeAndre Hopkins at 93, slightly overrated maybe. Terry at 92, I like it. AJ Brown at 91, I don't understand that at all. He should be like a 96, but okay. Amari Cooper at a 91, fine. Now this page I really don't hate. I think it's missing Jalen, Waddle, and CeeDee Lamb. But other than that, the ratings, not that bad aside from AJ Brown. Then we got page 2, CeeDee Lamb at 90, fine. Mike Evans at 90, fine. Debo at 89, honestly, I think it's overrated, but shoot me. Keenan at 89, a bit overrated. Tyler Lockett at 89, fine. DK Metcalf at 88, interesting, but I don't understand it. He should be a 90. Jalen Waddle at an 88, I think he's a 91, 92. Mike Williams at an 88, that's fine. St. Brown at an 87, that is fine. Detroit fans, chill. Devontae Smith at an 87, honestly, I get it. That's fine. I think it's underrated, though. T. Higgins, 87. That's fine. Bengal fans, chill. Ayuk at an 86. Fine. Chris Godwin at 86. Fine. DJ Moore at 86. Slightly underrated. Calvin Ridley at 85. Okay, I'll take it. He hasn't played in a year. Christian Kirk at an 85, fine. Michael Pittman at 85, fine. Odell at 85, fine. Chris Olave at 84, underrated. I think he's like an 86. Garrett Wilson at an 84, I think he's like an 86 as well. I think they're about the same. Michael Thomas, 84, fine. Adam Thielen, 83, fine. Brandon Cooks, 83, fine. Gabe Davis, 83, fine. Jerry Jeudy, 83, slightly underrated. Portland Sutton, 82, fine. Curtis, 82, fine. Deontay, 82, slightly underrated. Juju, 82, maybe a little underrated as well. And then the last page I'll do for receivers. Sorry to go so quick, guys, but like I said, this was 5 pages. We got Tyler Boyd at an 82, underrated. He's like an 84, 85. Mooney at an 81, fine. Hunter Renfrow at an 81, overrated, honestly. Jacoby at an 81 is cool. Kadarius at an 81, dude, he might be overrated at this point. He can't stay healthy. Sterling Shepard is an 81. That's cool. Zay Jones at an 81 is cool. Devontae at an 80 is cool. Drake London at an 80, underrated. I think he should be 82, 83. And then Pickens at an 80. Okay. I might get yelled at for this, but I think wide receiver ratings as a whole are pretty good. All right, and now I'm going to do one final position for today, and it's actually... Dude, I fucking hate those things. Anyway, I'm going to be doing one final position today, and it's going to be the cornerbacks. I didn't mean to rush this, like I said, but I wanted to get you guys a video, and unfortunately today isn't wide open. So if you want to see a part 2, which means I can do tight ends, linebackers, etc., get this video to 3,000 likes and I'll make it happen. Anyway, as far as cornerbacks go, Jalen Ramsey is the best in the game at 97. I'm not going to lie, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think Jair Alexander might be better than him. I also think Pat Surtain might be as good as him. Anyway, going down the order of ranking. Jalen at 97, slightly overrated. Jair at 95, fine. Pat Surtain at 94, love it. Marlon Humphrey at 93, cool. Sauce Gardner at 93, already crazy, but honestly, that I get it. I understand that one. Darius Slay at a 92, love the respect they gave him. Gilly Lockett at 91, personally, I think that might be 1 or 2 overall, maybe too low, but some people think it's fair and some people think it's overrated. Then we've got Marshawn Lattimore at a 90. That's fine. Tre'Davious White at a 90. Personally, I think that's overrated. He's got to get back to old Trey if he wants to be a 90 again, and he wasn't last year when he came back. After that, we got Denzel Ward at an 88. That's fine. No, it's not. That's underrated. He's a 90. Then we got AJ Terrell at an 87. That's underrated if you're asking me. I think he should be an 89. Travarius Ward at an 87. Fine. Kendall Fuller at an 87. Is that fine? I'm asking you guys. Is that fine? Trayvon at an 87. That's too low. He should be in the 90s. Chidobe Awuzie at an 85. I like that personally. I do. Jamal Dean at an 85 is whatever. Bradbury at an 85 is whatever. Pat Pete at an 85. It's respectable, but I think it might be generous. Tyson Campbell at an 85, whatever. Kenny Moore at an 84, I'm not sure I agree with either. I think it's just small, but it might be an 85. We got L'Jarius Sneed at an 84. Again, I think just one or two higher. Xavier at an 84. That's a little bit too low. He's like an 86, 87. DJ Reed, 83 is fine. Newsome, 83, fine. JC Horn, 83. Jonathan Jones at an 83. Yeah. Marcus Peters at an 83, slightly low. Tariq Woolen at an 83. Taron Johnson at an 83, respectable. Asante Samuel at an 82, fine. And then super quick, just to skim page 4, wanted to highlight that JC Jackson is now down to an 82. That's kind of wild. All in all, I feel like 2 of these positions were pretty honest and 2 of them were pretty bad. Corners being the best so far, but that is where I'm going to end it for the day, guys. Like I said, I got to get stuff moving here, but 3,000 likes, we'll come back and we'll do another round. Anyway, have a fantastic rest of your week. Enjoy the warm weather. If you're in Minnesota, try to not die in the heat. I'm going to get this edited so you guys can watch it on time, and as always, I will see you in the next video.